spotted. Amira burning up. Is it love or stomach acting up? That sneaky GERD where stomach acid travels into the esophagus. Well, thanks to a lazy lower esophageal sphincter, where the muscle valve that should block reflux. It hits 1 in 4 Indonesians.
Oh, Mir, that burning little drama behind your breastbone creeping up your throat, the tragic anchor of sour regurgitation, the nausea, the whole I can't even swallow without savoring act, and let's not forget the bitter aftertaste, the coughing, the hoarse voice. Honestly, it's giving late night misery. Classic girl, lonely girl. Truly, your body loves a scandal. And really, what did you expect? A little too much around the waist, a touch of secondhand smoke, maybe some questionable habits. Suddenly, that LES of yours decides it's done working overtime. So fragile, but then again, not all of us can handle pressure with elegance.
Oh my god! And can we talk about the lifestyle? Especially for those who's dealing with cerebral palsy, cystic fibrosis, or the ones who've literally gone under the knife. For esophageal atresia or a hiatal hernia, it is a lot because it's a total mood and not a good one. Fatty breaknecks and exam stress, boom, intra-abdominal pressure spikes. No direct school falls from GERD, but obesity slows recess mobility. And it turned into a full-blown lifestyle crisis when you add parent-pushed junk food into the mix. Between the fake asthma wheezing caused by microaspiration and the sudden searing heartburn that sabotages every pop quiz. It's a total academic nightmare.
Well, hold the phone. Major plot twist alert in this UKS school drama to save our designer diets from total catastrophe. Fried foods, chocolate temptations, caffeine vices, and those gut busting heavy dinners? Well, it's officially banned. We're forcing 30 minutes of daily exercise on our stressed out souls, plus divine stress busting relaxation rituals for us high strung hotties. Well, we use dirt Q quiz at every checkup with score over 8. Boom. Counseling lockdown and straight Puskesmas referral. Obesity and irregular eating sprees. Exiled forever. Drama over, darlings. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
Oh, a treatment arc. Finally, some character development. 4 weeks of lifestyle upgrades like cleaner diet, a little light exercise. Think of it as your glow up era mirror. But if that man insists on being the main character, fine. A quick visit to the school health unit for antacid might handle it. And if you're really spiraling, maybe something more dramatic like surgery with monthly check-ins to keep you in line. Add in some sleep hygiene too, because clearly, even your nights lack discipline. Honestly, lonely girl, recovery is all about consistency. Try to keep up.
And welcome. Today we're going to be detectives. We're putting on our thinking caps to investigate two super common but sometimes, really mysterious feelings that can happen in your body. We're going to crack the case of the fiery tummy and that itch you just can't seem to scratch. So get ready because you're about to become a body mystery expert. Just think about it for a sec. Have you ever felt that fiery, burning feeling in your chest? Or what about an itch that is just so annoying you can't stop scratching? It can totally drive you bonkers, right? Well, if you've ever felt like that, guess what? You are definitely not alone. And today, we are going to get to the bottom of these two big mysteries. Okay, let's dive right into our first case, the tummy troubles. Our investigation is going to take us deep inside your body, and we are absolutely going to crack the code on something called GERD. So what even is GERD? I know, it's a super long name, gastroesophageal reflux disease. It's a real mouthful, but the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. Just picture a little muscle that works like a tiny gate between your throat and your stomach. It's supposed to be a one-way street, right? Food goes down, and that little gate is supposed to slam shut. But sometimes, with GERD, that gate gets a little lazy and doesn't close all the way. And that lets some of that strong stomach acid sneak back up where it really doesn't belong. And that is what causes all the trouble. So what are the clues your body sends you? Well, the biggest one is called heartburn. Now, it has nothing to do with your actual heart. It's just that painful, burning feeling right in the middle of your chest. Another clue is something called regurgitation. All that means is that sometimes food or sour-tasting liquid kind of burps back up into your mouth. You might also just feel kind of sick, have a weird bitter taste that won't go away, or even have a cough or sore throat that just hangs around forever.
Now, this is super important. When you're a kid, the clues your body sends can be totally different from a grown-up's. You might not say, hey, I have heartburn. Instead, you might just feel really cranky and irritable, and you don't even know why. Or maybe you suddenly don't want to eat anymore, even if it's your favorite food in the whole world. For really little kids, they might even arch their back when they're eating or just seem really fussy. These are all secret clues that sneaky acid is making their tummy uncomfortable.
So who are the usual suspects that cause this little tummy gate to relax when it shouldn't? Well, sometimes it's just a little bit weak, and that's nobody's fault. But other things can trigger it. You know, eating a ton of greasy food like French fries or really spicy snacks can definitely be a cause. And guess what? Feeling really stressed out, maybe about a big test at school, that can do it too. And it's really, really important to know that being around secondhand smoke is another big one.
Okay, detective, we've figured out the mystery, we've identified the suspects, and now, for the best part, the solution. Let's check out your action plan for solving the case of the tummy troubles. All right, here is your simple 4-step plan to feeling way better. First up, try eating smaller meals more often, instead of 3 giant ones. That gives your stomach a little break. Second, pay attention to what you eat. For a lot of people, trigger foods are things like fried stuff, chocolate, or sodas with caffeine. Third, and this is a fun one, find ways to relax. Go play outside, draw something cool, listen to your favorite music. Anything that helps you chill out can also help calm your tummy. And number 4, this is the most important step of all. If that burning feeling just won't go away, you have got to talk to a grown-up you trust.
And just like that, case closed on the tummy troubles. Awesome work.
Oh my god. Darlings, have you spotted the itch? Because something scandalously scratchy is circulating. She's really scratching, and scratching. Gossip alert. All these pimples aren't acne. They're scabies. It is mite invasion by Sarcoptes scabieifer hominis, which burrowing skins and laying their eggs. 200 million worldwide cases. You've heard it. 200 million worldwide cases, which it really affecting 5 until 50% poor area kids. It is also the kind of our school nightmare, which is a boarding school nightmare, which overcrowding spikes it to 30 until 82% in Indonesian dorms.
Excuse me? Intense night itching? A pimple like rash stuck between my fingers along my wrist? elbows, knees, armpits, even my waist and shoulder blades. And don't even start on those tiny burrows. Honestly, it's like my skin is hosting an uninvited social climber. My sleep is ruined. I refuse to be sabotaged by something this pedestrian. And the consequences? Exhausting dulling my focus, risking a collision just trying to get to class on time. Completely unacceptable. And if it escalates to impetigo, that compromises everything, even something as trivial as PE grip.
Causes? Okay, so listen. Apparently, sharing is not caring. When you've got 15 people to a room, you aren't just sharing secrets, you're sharing skin. Prolonged contact is a ultimate party crashers. Borrowing a towel or crashing on someone's unwashed sheets, groundable offenses. These little monsters love a thread count as much as we do. And think high humidity and zero ventilation. It's basically a sauna for parasites. And darling, they are thriving. It turns out poverty and poor nutrition are the ultimate gate crashers. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if the environment is toxic, the mites win.
Prevention power play. We have to maintain school hygiene buses with no sharing cloths or towels, clean water washes, bed or chair scrubs, and daily skin checks. If outbreaks occurred, then online classes might be the best choice. Another prevention tips that parents or teachers should enforce clean daily wear, especially in the rural crowds.
Look, we aren't waiting for a miracle. It's permethrin cream and ivermectin or bust. Honestly, the dorm need a ruthless sanitization, and I'm a scorched earth policy, darlings. Since there is no vaccine for being a social pariah, we have to diagnose this fast before word gets out.
Okay, get ready for case number 2, the itchy intruder. This one's all about a tiny, invisible little pest that causes a super, super itchy feeling. Let's uncover the secret of scabies. So, what in the world is scabies? Well, it's an itchy skin condition, and it's caused by these teeny tiny, totally invisible bugs called human itch mites. It sounds kind of creepy, I know, but they burrow just under the very top layer of your skin to live and lay their eggs. It's basically like these microscopic critters are playing hide and seek under your skin, and it's your body's reaction to them that causes that crazy, intense itch. So the clues for this one are all right there on your skin. The number one clue is an itch that is just so intense, and it gets way, way worse at night when you're trying to sleep. You might also see a rash that kind of looks like little pimples. And if you look super closely, you might even see tiny little lines on your skin. Those are actually the burrows where the mites have been digging. They really love to hang out in places like between your fingers, on your wrists, your elbows, and around your waist. Now, get a load of this number, 200 million. That's how many people all over the world have scabies at any one time. That's a huge number, right? So the main thing to remember is if you ever get it, you are so not alone. It happens to all kinds of people in every single country. So that brings us to a really important question in our investigation. These little mites, they can't fly, they can't jump. So how in the world do they travel from one person to another? Figuring this out is the key to stopping them. Okay, so here's the deal. Scabies needs time to spread. A quick high five or a fast hug, that's not going to do it. The real risk is from close, long-lasting skin-to-skin contact. So think about things like sharing a sleeping bag at a sleepover, or using the same towel or sleeping in the same bed as someone who has it. That's why it can sometimes spread in crowded places like camps, dorm rooms, or even on sports teams where people are in close contact for a long time. All right, we've identified the itchy intruder, and we know how it gets around. Now, it is time to learn how to kick it out for good. Let's look at the action plan for stopping that super itch. Getting rid of scabies is a total team effort, and this is the game plan. Step 1, and this is the most important one, you've got to see a doctor. They'll give you a special cream or medicine. Step 2, everyone who lives in your house needs to get treated at the exact same time, even if they don't feel itchy yet. This is so crucial to stop the mites from just hopping back and forth between people. Step 3, all bedding, clothes, and towels have to be washed in really hot water. And for step 4, for stuff you can't wash, like a favorite stuffed animal, you just seal it up tight in a plastic bag for a whole week. The mites can't survive that long without a person to live on.
You guys, we have cracked 2 major cases today, the tummy troubles and the itchy intruder. You learned all the clues and you've got the action plans. But as we wrap up, there is one final master clue. It's the key to solving pretty much any body mystery you'll ever face. Just think about it. We talked about a problem deep inside your stomach and a problem on the outside, on your skin. They seem like totally different things, right? But believe it or not, the way you solve them, it begins in the exact same way. It is the most powerful first step you can ever take. And here it is. This is the most important clue of our whole investigation. If something in your body feels off, or painful, or just wrong, your real superpower is your voice. The absolute bravest and smartest thing you can do is tell a grown-up you trust. It could be a parent, a school nurse, a teacher. They are your team. They can help you figure out the mystery and get the help you need to feel better. Please never try to solve a big body mystery all by yourself.
So I'm going to leave you with one final question to think about. Now that you're a trained health detective, what's one simple thing you can do this week to help keep yourself and your friends healthy at school? Maybe it's just washing your hands a little more often, or not sharing water bottles. Or maybe it's encouraging a friend to talk to a grown-up if they're not feeling well. Your small actions can make a huge difference. Thanks for being such amazing detectives today.